So here's the situation I'm dealing with right now on the C10. I'm currently waiting on HP tuners, and I'm really itching to drive this thing. So I think what I'm going to try to do here, if I can try to get it done in a timely manner, is to swap my stock cam back in and see if I can run it that way, at least till the HP tuners gets here. And then at that point we'll throw the aftermarket cam back in. But you know, while it's still summer, if I could drive it a little bit, it'd be kind of nice. So I'll see if I can pull this off and enjoy the video. Boy. Wow. Oops. Take my bolt back out. I think I'm gonna fit. It's perfect. I thought I was have to pull the training cooler, but I don't think I'm gonna have to. Get this beast out of here. Yes, it worked. Okay, so I got the stock cam here. I'm going to throw some assembly lube on it and try to throw it in there. Alright, it's going pretty good. Well, look who's here. What's up, Matt? Got a visitor, so I'm gonna stop. Look at that, huh? Beauty. So, it's all back together. I think I'm going to try to fire it up and see if there's any difference. So, we'll be right back and give it a whirl. About 2 weeks later, but I think we got this thing figured out. And I ran through some issues after I got the cam swap all done, and I'll run through them now with you guys. It was a heck of a time trying to get this thing figured out, but let me just show you what I had going on. So I had the computer mounted right here on the fender, and it took me a little bit to figure it out. At first I thought maybe it went back to being locked up, so I threw it back on my white truck, that one over there, and cleared it again using the truck, and it started up fine. Brought it back over here, and what I did was I just hooked the two plug-ins right here and just hooked those up and just laid it right here while I went to start it. It started up, so I turned it back off, and then I ended up bolting it back onto the fender, and it wouldn't start again after that. So I tried it a couple times until I figured out that it was grounding out onto the fender. So I ended up putting some rubber bushings under it, between it and the fender. That way it wouldn't ground out, and that's when it started actually firing up. But I also ran into an issue where it was still running extremely rich, and I couldn't really get it to stay running. And I found out it needs some exhaust on it. Well, I didn't have much for exhaust, so I don't know if we can see it here. It's kind of dark. Anywho's, what I did was I had two cherry bombs sitting around, and so I threw those on there. I guess you need about 18 inches of exhaust behind the O2 sensors to actually get a correct reading from the O2 sensors. And once I did that, actually it started running a little better. It'll still need some tuning, but for now I think it's to the point where I can actually fire it up and run it. So let me go ahead and see if this thing will fire up for you guys here. And the air compressor kicks on, fuel pump. Oh, it still burps some fuel out the exhaust, so it backfires every once in a while. Okay, so it might be a little loud, but let's take her for a little test drive, see how she does, and I guess I'll see if I can hear things okay on there. But I think I got my camera propped up enough here to where we can see what we're doing. go on the road. I'm still kind of figuring this thing out, do a little testing. So I got a big driveway. We'll just go down the driveway and you know, do a little testing too. Runs good. That was just blowing the tires off there. Woo-wee! Wow, that was real nice. Or I say tires, but it might just be tire. So I guess we'll see when we see the marks. Yeah, that ran pretty good. Oh man, oh yeah, it's just one tire. Let's see if we can see it. That's just one tire, so I'm gonna put a mini spool in this thing at one point. But until then, we'll just have some fun with this thing. Hopefully we get a few more things kind of ironed out and make this thing just a nice driver. Take the kids to the bus, go to town, whatever, you know. Just want to have fun with it. Okay, well, there it is. I'm actually going to go check under the hood a minute. Looking pretty good. Nothing out of the ordinary. So I think I'm going to call it right there, and I'll see you when we do our little road test. Thanks for watching.